And welcome to this. This is the Wrestling Roundup 3.5. So what I want to talk about basically is what the entire YouTube wrestling community is talking about now, and that is the recent BS going on between Saudi Arabia and WWE. Many news outlets have actually already broken the story, but I'm going to give a different perspective of it in a way. So basically, I did my wrestling roundup. I talked about Crown Jewel and how the show was mediocre to bad. But what I didn't know until I actually uploaded the video was that a lot of the WWE talent was stuck in Saudi Arabia. They were actually stuck. They were actually banned from traveling for 24 hours. Now, I should stress now that everybody that was in Saudi Arabia from the WWE is now back on US soil as of November 2nd. Thankfully, there were no arrests or anything like that, which is a good thing. But this will now go into the major problem that we have. The Saudi Arabian government have not paid the WWE the full amounts that they are owed for the shows. So basically, Vince's idea is to cut the live feed for Saudi Arabia. Vince, I have defended you for years. I think a lot of people have defended you for years. But right now, I'm going to call you a fucking dumbass. You're in Saudi Arabia. You don't cut the fucking feed because, okay, I get it. They owe you money. I get that. But you don't cut the fucking feed because shit like this happens. And then, to top it all off, what do you think Vince does? Does he stay in Saudi Arabia to basically try and get his troops back? Nope, he fucks off. He actually travels back to America with his talent stuck in Saudi Arabia. So Brock Lesnar, the major players all managed to get out. So like Tyson Fury, Brock Lesnar, Cain Velasquez, I think, Paul Heyman, Vince, just a few of the main people managed to get out, but the rest of the talent was stuck in Saudi Arabia. That is fucking ignorant. Now, I'm going to be quoting comicbook.com. I have to credit my sources. I'm just going to read the first paragraph of their thing. WWE superstars vent about Saudi Arabia travel issues reportedly felt deserted. Every member of the WWE roster and production crew have flown over to Saudi Arabia for this week's Crown Jewel event have made it back to the United States, but there are still questions thrown around about why so many wrestlers were delayed from going home for nearly a full day. Both the flight company responsible for the charter flight, Atlantis Air, and the WWE released statements claiming that the delay was caused by mechanical issues with the plane. Bullshit. Though numerous reports have since popped up refuting that. On top of that speculation, numerous wrestlers took exception with one part of WWE's statement, which is now the statement I'm going to read as well. With SmackDown integrating live for Buffalo, New York, several superstars felt so strongly that they arranged with their own separate charter in order to make it back to the US for the show. Due to unforeseen issues, that charter did not land until after the live broadcast of Fox. The statement reads, the remainder of WWE superstars, staff and crew departed on a charter set to depart Saudi Arabia on Friday. The problem is, Saudi Arabia did not pay WWE nearly what they were actually owed. They've only paid them probably about 80% of what they actually owe WWE. So again, Vince decides to basically cut the live feed for Saudi Arabia, leading to basically near enough all of the talent being detained in the country for a day. Basically for a full day before they actually were able to get back to the US. So, here's what the problem is. Morale is already low by doing these shows. What makes people think about... Now, what do the WWE superstars now think? That Vince has basically just fucking deserted them. Because he has. He's basically fucked them off to basically deal with SmackDown, which is bullshit. It's wrong. It's so bad. You cannot lead the troops into battle from the barracks. You can't. You have to be at the front line leading troops. And that's not what Vince did. Vince basically, at the first sign of trouble, fucked off. It's scary now, because now the backstage morale is going to be worse. And even some wrestlers have reported to Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer has reported in the Wrestling Observer, or Wrestling Observer Live. I don't know which one yet. But a lot of wrestlers want to leave the company. And who fucking blames them? I don't blame them. I do not blame them. But, I mean, this is really bad. But here's the problem. This is going to strain the relationship. Now, I can't believe I'm fucking going to be even defending WWE on this one. Okay, hear me out. I do not defend WWE for cutting the feed. That was a Vince idea, and that was fucking stupid. But what I do take exception to is that WWE, whether the WWE fans like it or not, they've actually upheld their part of the bargain, their part of the deal. They've actually been putting shows on at least twice a year for this deal. They actually have. I will put my hands up and say that they actually have done that. They've put their part of the deal up. Saudi Arabia needs, the government had to basically, they agreed to this. So naturally they would have to bring the money into it. So the problem is now, you can't do that. A lot of people now are going to take this as a sign of disrespect on Vince's part. And it is. You have to understand, a lot of people have to understand, a lot of people will have problems with depression. A lot of people do. A lot of people have problems with depression. A lot of people have to psych themselves up before going out on stage. I'm not saying that WWE superstars do have depression, but a lot of them have to psych themselves up for this show, for the Saudi shows, because of what happened in the past. It's a very dangerous situation. It's a bad situation, but you have to toe the company line at the end of the day. And a lot of wrestlers do that, and a lot of wrestlers do have a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for the wrestlers that actually have to go out there and actually put on the shows. It's like wrestlers like Ali. I have to applaud Ali. He is one of the nicest people. I've not personally met him, but on Twitter, he gives his Saudi Arabian paycheck to charity. He gave it to the water charity, which he did last year as well. A lot of people have been asking for merchandise, especially a father was asking for his son. Ali went out, Mustafa Ali, fuck it, I'll give it, fuck it, I'm giving him his proper name, fuck it. Mustafa Ali went out of his way to actually give the fan a t-shirt and the mask as well. That is a lot. That is tremendous. That is applaudable. Sorry. I applaud him, because that's what happened. He's a great, by all accounts, he's a stand-up guy. But now you're up. You are genuinely up creek without a paddle if you do something like this. I'll stay on topic, but I just wanted to get this part of the main stuff out of the way with, because I don't really want to talk about it on Friday. I really don't. I actually watched Friday Night SmackDown. We'll talk about that on Friday. I may even watch Raw. I might watch Raw tonight as well, or tomorrow night, to see how well Raw do. And I might even watch AEW if I can actually find a way to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, just wanted to give you guys an update on the wrestling upload, the wrestling roundup from Friday. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Credit to comicbook.com and Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer for the information. And as always, guys, TTFN.